JB Cycles here with an update on September the 3rd. So we had a low in my 4-week cycle, the 2-week oscillation, which completed some kind of an ABC going down. As said, I wouldn't trust that low before we got to the next 2-week oscillation low. And this 2-week oscillation started with a bounce, and then it turned down. Looked very bearish, looked like it could just flush down into this oscillation low. However, we bounced up again, and it started to look like a double low. And you know, we had this falling trend line that was very easy to pop up above this line, and then we got this cascade of buying signals. And in this situation, after completing an ABC and breaking a trend line, being oversold, we often see the market kind of ignore or override this cycle. So at this point we see we are at the point where my 4-week cycle has a pop. However, we already had this pop. Did we get an early pop? We see now we have gone sideways a bit and the cycle is bullish, so could be that we could rather soon see another continuation to the upside. That's what my cycle favors. If we look at the hourly data for Dow Jones Industrial, I have put in the 2-week oscillation up here, and we see looks like we have finished such an oscillation and we are about to get a pop-up. Looking at my wavelet, my purple wavelet, it does look kind of ready for a swing to the upside. So this looks rather bullish. A look at cycles. Where is it? Over here. So these red lines are 20-week cycle lows. Here in green I have my 40-week cycle, and within it we see a 20-week cycle. So we have a cycle low here, a 20-week cycle low here and here. And we see the market does not correlate perfectly with these, but I was expecting some kind of a low in this area, and now this low does look like a 20-week cycle low. Still could, however, you know, we could have a larger ABC correction here. So it's still possible to get some kind of a double low or lower low ahead. But if we rally to a higher high here, well, could be some kind of a running correction still, but not with lower lows. But this looks like a 20-week cycle low. Also, I have been looking at a 25-week cycle, and this looks like a 25-week cycle low as well. Then we have the 3 cycles that I have been following: 17 weeks, not 16, the quarterly cycle, the 10-week cycle, and the composite of these. And the cycles are still going down. I don't like this. You know, the bulls can override this, but I don't like being that bullish yet. We see, like the quarterly cycle, it had for several years now lows around March and September, all the way, a half-year cycle, I should say. So the quarterly cycle has a more prominent half-year cycle. And we see the quarterly cycle here in green. It's topping in this area and then going down into late September. So we may rally and ignore these cycles, but I don't like being bullish here before this cycle low is in. However, we saw the 4-week cycle is bullish, The hourly data, the 2-week oscillation looked bullish, so yeah, it looks bullish. A bit conflicting signals here, and I would have to go with the technical signals here. They are more important than these cycles. What else? So my wavelets in the daily data. Well, here's kind of the problem. The yellow wavelet most often correlates with the 2-week oscillation, and it looks rather overbought. So it doesn't look like we want to rally to the upside straight away. Excuse me. It looks like we should have more sideways action here. If we go back to similar situations, I don't know, like here, we saw we had quite a pullback, but this was a different market, a more bearish market. If we go like here, we also had a decent pullback, but maybe we are here. Still some kind of a pullback, but not much. I don't know, maybe here is a bit similar, some kind of a pullback. So I would like to see us going really down. This is just sideways. A couple of downs with real downside here. That would give us a higher low, and to establish an uptrend here. It looks still a bit too overbought here. But my bigger wavelets, like the purple one here, definitely looks bullish. Looks like we have begun a new cycle, or also call it oscillation here, which should continue for several weeks. But if we look at something that could be a similar situation, like here, what was that? Summer, fall of 2020, after the COVID crash, we see we had this big ABC correction. So it could be something similar here. A, B, and a big sideways consolidation. So finally, I have this gut feeling that we are in a bull market that will have a B, C shape, but that's just I have no data backing that up. That's just a gut feeling, so it doesn't have to be. If you look here at the bull markets from 66, 70 and 74, we see they all have this ABC shape. If you start with 66 in blue, we topped here and consolidated into what would be March. In 70, we topped around September and consolidated into March. 74, we topped a bit early, like now, and this consolidation ended around September, and then a higher low. So this was a bit shorter. It was more compressed. So if we are in such an ABC bull market, we shouldn't rally with continuation to the upside. We are already in the zone where the A is over, and we are going into this B phase. So, but that's just speculation. I have also drawn the bull market from 2016 here in orange, and as you see, that one was just linear. It was straight up, no clear A, B, C. So that's also possible. But yeah, we have to see. Right now, it looks like the pullback or the correction is over. We should expect higher highs, and looks like we are in a cycle or oscillation that has several weeks with upside coming. So that's the most likely scenario, and then we have to see if we get any surprises and more bearish action, and if this actually is a larger A, B, C correction where we are in the bounce B, and soon with good down. But in the bull market, we should expect higher highs. See ya!